Hello everyone, welcome back. So in the previous video we had created our database service, and now in this video what we're going to do is that we're going to create our last service as of now to actually allow us to create a user inside of our Firebase application. And the service we need is going to be the cloud storage service that is going to allow us to actually save the image uploaded by the user or his profile image on to Firebase itself. So without anything further to do, let's get into it. So what I'm going to do is that inside of our services folder, I am going to create a new file, and I'll call this file our cloud storage service dot. Once we have this, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to import firstly the .io package, and then after that I'll import the actual Firebase storage package. So it will be Firebase and storage, and here we have it. So once I have the packages imported, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to create the class, and the class is going to be our cloud storage service. And once we have that, what I'm going to do is now that I'm going to actually define what our class is going to have for its properties and its methods. So first things first, I'm going to define a static instance variable for our class, which would be of type cloud storage service, and this would be a instance. I don't know why I can't type, but like cloud storage service. Once we have that, the next thing I'm going to do is that I am going to define a variable that is going to store a reference to our Firebase storage. So I'll just call it storage. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to have a storage reference as well. So storage reference, and I'll just call this a base reference. So think of this as the base storage folder, you could say, and then we would have subfolders inside of it. The next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a string that is going to be the name of the folder inside of which we're going to save our profile images, and I'll call this folder our profile_images folder. So this folder is going to be the folder inside where we're going to store all of the profile images from the different users. Okay, so now every time the cloud storage service is instantiated, we'll call this constructor method, and inside of constructor method I'll first get a reference to our Firebase storage instance and set it to our storage, and then I'll get our base reference, which will be our storage, and then the reference to it. Once we have that, I'm just going to do command save. So now that we have this, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to define the function which is going to be responsible for actually uploading our user's image. And the way we're going to do this is that we're going to have a function which is going to be of type future, and that's going to return us a storage task snapshot. So it's going to return us a task snapshot, and this task would obviously take some time to complete. So that's why it's a future, because when we're uploading an image, it will certainly take some time to actually upload the image to the actual Firebase cloud storage. I'll name my function upload user image. Then I'll get two things to this function. First will be the user's UID, and then the actual file that we have to upload, and I'll call our file an image. Once we have this, the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to open a try block, and we are then going to actually try to upload our image inside of our try block. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to our base reference, and then a folder inside of our base reference which is called a child, and this folder would be the profile images folder, which is a variable that we had defined. And then inside of this folder, I'm going to actually save the file, and the name of our file is going to be the UID of our user. And then I'm going to here actually perform the put file operation. And then the file that we're going to actually put into Firebase is going to be our image file. And then we are also going to wait for it to complete. So we'll return it on complete future. And then I'm going to return this. And then inside of our catch statement, what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to print an error if for some reason we were unable to save the image. So with that, we have successfully defined our cloud storage service. And now in the next video, what we're going to do is that we are going to finally start working towards finalizing all of the pieces so that we could have the registration logic inside of application up and running. So with that, I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.